What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am going to share a story with you today of one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. I woke up this morning at 4 o'clock, and right away, this was the first thing that was on my mind. And I was like, what in the world? And then I thought to myself, oh, I've got to share it with the channel. I've shared it before on podcasts and other places, but this is a moment that haunts me. It's been haunting me for quite some time, and like I said, it still haunts me to this day. So my family and I, we used to go to church down at a church in Escatawpa, and on the way back we would usually stop at the Chevron there in Wade to get some kind of food or some kind of treat or something. And for me, it was usually going to be Subway. I love Subway. I've always loved it. I still like it to this day, and usually that's what I would do. Well, on this night, I was just going to go in and get me a couple of sandwiches, and that was going to be that. Well, I walk in, and there's a young guy behind the counter. He's older than me, obviously, but he's still a young guy. Seemed like someone that was really cool, really nice. So I'm ordering sandwiches, and we're having a nice interaction and everything. And I get up to the cash register, and I don't know why. I to this day, I can't explain it. I don't understand it. But for whatever reason, I truly, genuinely believed that I had already paid for the sandwiches. I truly, genuinely believed that in my heart. And I don't know what it was that made me believe that, but I remember I thought I had paid for it with cash. I had one $20 bill in my wallet at that time, and I thought that I had taken it out and I had already paid for these sandwiches. So I guess maybe I just kind of, I don't know, me trying to figure it out, I guess maybe I got lost in mine and his conversation, and I don't know. But for whatever reason, we get up there to the register. I believe that I've already paid, and so because we have been having kind of this friendly young guy to young guy interaction, he rings me up and he gives me the total for the sandwiches. And I'm just standing, I was kind of like, yeah, because in my mind, I'm thinking, I've already paid you. Now you're acting like I need to pay you again because I guess you got to pay for them twice, whatever. Like, we're joking with each other. So he makes this joke of, oh, you owe me this. And I was like, yeah. And I'm just looking around, and he's like, this is your total for the sandwiches. And I was like, yeah, man, I hear you. And I'm becoming uncomfortable because I'm like, what's happening? Like, what's going on? Well, he starts, his energy kind of changes, and he kind of becomes a little bit more serious and starting to get aggravated. He was like, hey man, like, you have to pay for your sandwiches. And I was like, yeah, of course, like, I know. And I'm thinking, I didn't say it. And again, 13, 14-year-old kid, I don't know why I didn't, but like I was saying, like, I was thinking I did. Like, I should have asked him, like, did I not? Like, I'm so sorry. Like, did I not? Because then I could have been like, oh, I'm so sorry. Let me get my... Well, I didn't do that. So at this point, he's gotten frustrated, and he calls his manager over. And he calls her over, and he's like, hey, this guy, he's not want to pay for his sandwiches. And at this point, he's aggravated. Rightfully so. And his manager was real calm, cool. She was like, okay, just don't give them to him. And I am just mortified at this point because I'm like, what's happening? What's going on? I'm so confused. I paid for the sandwiches. Well, me, just in an act of desperation, I just thought, like, check my wallet again. So I opened up my wallet, and there's the 20. I had not paid for the sandwiches. To this day, I don't know what caused me to believe that I did, but I really did think that I had already paid. So what makes this even worse is I just pulled out the 20 and just handed it to him. I didn't offer an explanation because I was so mortified. I just wanted to get out of there. Cody at 13 and 14 was way different than Cody now. Now I would have, like, totally put it all on me, and I would have made like a joke out of it, and like I would have openly admitted how embarrassed I was that this was happening, and I would have explained the situation. Not back then. Back then, I was just so mortified that I just handed him the 20, paid for the sandwiches, and then I went on my way. So in his mind, I really did look like I was trying to just get out of there without paying for the sandwiches. I was so so embarrassed, y'all. And to this day, like I said, it still haunts me. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning with that on my mind. That's what I thought of. I was so embarrassed. Like, what a cringy situation. What a loser I must have looked like to this guy. And there's been times since then, even a couple of years ago, I have since been back into that particular Chevron, and I've seen that guy. And I do not have the heart to approach him and tell him who I am, how he may remember me, and like just be open and honest about the fact of like, hey, that really was a mistake. I'm so sorry. I'm sure he probably doesn't remember it. Like, I'm sure he's dealt with a lot of crazy things since then. But man, I was so mortified. I will never forget that. And so I just thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to let it go to waste. I'm going to share that with my friends on YouTube. And I just want to tell y'all that if you ever feel bad about yourself, or if you ever do something that just makes you feel absolutely crazy or cringy or whatever, just think about your friend Cody and about the time that he made himself look like a fool paying or trying to pay for Subway sandwiches that, it was horrible. It was so horrible. It's so cringy. So I just want to share that with y'all. Now the question is for you: what is the most embarrassing thing you've ever done? I would love to hear it in the comments. Let's just, the comments on this channel are a safe place. And if you need to just express something you've been through, I will read it. I will respond. And already right now, without even knowing the situation, you have my deepest sympathies, and I'm so sorry you had to go through that. But yeah, I would love to hear your stories. I would love to hear embarrassing moments from your life. Share those down in the comments, and if you like this video, please give it a like, give it a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I've got more content on the way. And yeah, share it with a friend, share it with a family, share it with a family. Yeah, you can do that too. Share it with a family member even. But share this video with someone who maybe they need to just feel a little bit better about themselves, and let them listen to this embarrassing story. I guarantee you it will accomplish that. It'll probably make them feel a lot better about themselves, knowing there's somebody out there who did what I did. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I will catch y'all on the next one. And as always, until next time, be blessed.